Hey guys, I started early. Are you guys there? Can you hear me? I'm in a different spot today, so um I'm at my nephew's. I have to watch my nephews, so let me know if you guys could hear me good because I don't know. I know the lighting's kind of bad. Oh wait, I have to turn that off. Shoot, hold on a second, guys. Okay, there we go. Um, hey trauma nurse, can you guys hear me? I don't know if you guys could see me or hear me. Hopefully. How are you guys all doing? Hey, Ricard. Julie Johnson, Robbie, Rachie. Oh, thanks, Donnie Color. Hi, Doodlebug. Terry H. How are you guys all doing? Is everybody all right? Man, this is crazy, guys, huh? Hi, Liz Graham, Sarah. Hold on, let me turn down my phone. Oh yeah, I'll send you a link. True Helper right now, real quick. Hi, Ari, Sweet Dixie, Heidi Lay. Hey, how is everybody? I hope you guys are all safe. Hold on, I'm gonna send True Helper a link real quick. If any of you guys wanna come on as a guest here in a little bit, let me know. Let me send him a link real quick, and then I'll be right back. But yeah, I hope you guys are all right. I want to hear where all you guys, what's all being done. Hold on one second, real quick. Okay, True Helper. There you go. Is everybody safe? And okay, True Helper, I sent you a link. Let me know if you got it. Um, Hi, Bonnie Nelson. No, I haven't done a live in like, oh my gosh, it's been like a month. You know, my last my last live was that live that remember that crazy live? I don't know how many of you guys were watching that crazy live. Hey, if Sherry's here, man, I need to tell Sherry she wants to come on again and explain herself. But do you guys remember it was actually the night I had Julie Rowe on. And then after that, um, hi hippie chick. Hey, Veritas, Aquitas. Safe and okay, safe and well, Tennessee. But yeah, remember that time where it was crazy? There's that noise. Well, I found out a little bit what happened. I didn't realize that one. What's her name? Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. I know I had Shelly Shelligan was on, and then I had Wow, she's been watching for. I can't even believe I can't even think of her name, but she had a parrot, and I thought it was her kid the whole time. You guys, I didn't even hear her say it was her parrot. So this whole time I think she's talking about her kid, her son, and I'm like, "Oh my god, your son is screaming." I was thinking, "Wow, he's screaming." And she was talking about like him wanting to eat and stuff, and I was freaking out. I'm like, "Is this is there some kind of abuse going on?" I swear. And then when I replayed it back, but this was after hours of freaking out, like, what should I do? Something is not right. I happened to watch it back, and she even said it was her parrot. I felt so stupid. Oh gosh. Let me see who. Hey, Sloan Wallace, Regina Smith. Yeah, but that was the last time I did a live. I just been busy. Robbie. Hey, Robbie, I have yours and Happy Go Lucky's. I have your stuff ready. I have a little letter I wrote you. It's ready to be mailed. I just have to mail it. I know I'm sorry I'm taking so long. I've just been so busy. And I still have to pick a name. I have to pick some winners. I want to do that. I don't know if I want to do that on live for my giveaway. I still have to do that. I know, guys, I am slacking. Um, Hi, Laura Gibson. Do I sound loud or how do I sound? I'm always screaming, I feel like. Hey, Paula K, Candy Lovejoy. Oh, let's see what you got. Naysayers at Julie Rose. Sunshine Country. Cockatoo. Yeah, Lisa Michelle. Okay. Sad Soul. Claudia. Lisa Michelle. Okay, cool. Oh, hey, Lisa. How are you? Wait, now why is that blocked? Regina. Hold on. Now my comments are. Oh, there we go. Okay. From Houston. How's it in Houston? Carla M. Alma. My parrot calls me a dog. No, he doesn't. Oh my God. That's funny. Liz Graham, always good songwriter. Oh, thanks. Abbey Road. Already said Soul Donny. Hey, Stardust. And Jill, the private investigator. Yeah, do parrots ever shut up then? Hi, Kim Coakley. Hey, yay, you're here. I don't do as many lives, but I think I want to start doing them. I keep saying that, and I don't know. It just editing, and I watch my nephews, and now that they're off school, they're probably going to be. I used to come in the morning, and then I would take them to school. But now that's where I'm at right now. I have to stay here all day because their mom works in a hospital. So she's still, they're not going to shut down the hospitals. And then their dad works, which is my brother, in a factory. And I mean, he's still open. All the restaurants and stuff are closed, but for some reason, like factories are open and hospitals, of course, and grocery stores. So yeah, who's out of toilet paper? And thank God we stocked up on some toilet paper. I mean, we usually have a lot anyway, so we're probably good. But is anybody out of toilet paper? Oh, thanks, kid. Sarah, is everyone? Yeah, who is all out of toilet paper? I know. I watched a couple of Robbie's. No, I guess did he have one or two? I watched the one, the butt gargle or whatever. And then was he the other one? Did he have two of them out that were funny, or am I thinking of somebody else on the second one? I don't know. Hey, Sloan Wallace. Oh, Stardust is here. Where? Oh, yeah, Stardust. I said hi. What am I? Um, Gianna Marie. So, wait. What did you just say? Your neighbor works for a toilet paper company, so I'm hooked up. Oh, really, Doodlebug? So, are they like making extra toilet paper right now, or then when this all dies down, people are gonna have tons of toilet paper. They're not gonna buy toilet paper for. Well, no, because there's a lot of people that are out. I guess I don't know who's all out, or is any of you guys out? I guess you could always just use if you're out, well, paper towels and that'll clog the toilet. But you could use like like something to wash. I don't know. I feel like there's some people that are really out. Oh, you just ran out yesterday? Oh, you found two rolls. Okay, Sunshine Country. Try to conserve, man. Um, Melanie S, what's up? Why is this? Hold on a second. I gotta figure out how to get this comment thing. I can't see what my last comment is because it keeps blocking it. Um, You're going to Vegas April 18th, Lisa? Shoot. I don't know. By April. Are you going to go for sure? I mean, what if it doesn't die down? Because think about, or do you gamble? That would mean I was just talking about that to my family, how that would be the worst place to go because all the machines, if you're like on the slot machines and stuff, I mean, think of how many germs, everybody's touching it, but there's probably not that many people in the casinos, but that would be one of the worst places to go, you would think, if you like do slot machines because of the germs and stuff. I don't know, Lisa. Oh, do you have your heart set on that though? Kim Coakley stocked up. Good. Out of TP, I mean, I have two rolls, all Donnie color. Yeah, two rolls. I would just keep going to the store because, I mean, they stock up. They're going to keep stocking up. But I think what happens is people know when it comes in and then they get it like the same day, like hours. Maybe you could just catch it at the right time if you go to different stores. It's crazy. Um, I know, Doodlebug. That's what I was thinking. I don't know, Lisa, if I would go to, can you just postpone it till later? Hey, K Clo, what's up? How are you? Yeah, I know. Stock market. Hi, Mark Klein. The stock market is so bad. That's what my dad does. He's like into stocks. I mean, for a job, and he's just so grumpy because of how bad everything is right now. Wife and gargle. Yeah, that Robbie one was hilarious. Um, I moved away from. Wait, hold on. Oh, they're shut down, Melinda? All the hotels in Vegas are shut down? Are they really? Man, think about how much money they are going to lose, Vegas. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't want to go there after because they're probably, well, I don't know if there's a way to make the machines not, I doubt there's a way, but I don't know. I just wouldn't want to go, especially right now, though. But if you think about it, though, this is the best time to buy stocks, though, because when they're low, because it's going to go up. I mean, I really think it's only a matter of time it's going to go up, right? I mean, it might take a while, but it's going to. So you could buy it really low. Like my dad was saying, like comparing it, like you buy things when they're on sale, right? Like everything, like when it comes to stock market, when it's low, it's like everything's on sale, and it's going to go up. I mean, I'm pretty sure, once everything settles down, which I'm pretty sure it will. It just might take a few months. I know, Robbie. Robbie from ABQ. Oh, that's what I thought you guys, when you guys were saying Robbie, I kept thinking you were talking about what's his name's video. Okay, that's why I was talking about that. But you're probably talking to Robbie from ABQ, huh? Hey, Carla M. I know they do, Alma, but Vegas is freaking greedy. They're gonna somehow get their money back from losing it, whether in the next couple of years they're going to overcharge for stuff or something, because they're not going to, even though they have millions of dollars. New York City is shut down. Wow. Is anybody here from wait, New York City? I'm trying to think who is the real, I guess every state is getting bad. I don't know if some states are worse than others, but I mean, I think it's a matter of time. All the states are. But I know in Ohio, like all the cases in Ohio are right around Canton, which sucks because Ohio's, a pretty big state, but all the confirmed cases are actually around in like the counties like we're surrounding Canton, so which kind of sucks. But oh well, I feel like it's I mean, it's just I think it's on. We can't avoid it. I feel like if it's gonna happen, it's just sad because I don't know. I'm nervous for my two. I have two grandmas that are 90 years old. I'm kind of nervous for them because I mean, they're in the high risk, But man, my chat keeps getting frozen for some reason. Hi, Breathy Ranch, you made it. Man, my chat, it gets froze and then it skips all the way up and I miss a ton. So if I'm missing you guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get it to work. Corona patients only on my days off. Wait, what are you doing, Kim Cloakley? You've been taking call for corona patients? Like when people call in and think they have it, you mean? Who are you talking about? I hope she freaks out in jail. Are you talking about hey Kimberly M? What's her name? Letitia? Or I don't even know if that's who you're talking about. Hey, Jay is for Justice. What's up, girl? How are you? Wait, where are you from? I forget what state you're in. How is it there? There was a 103-year-old who was cured. Oh, really? And deemed a clean bill of health. Wow. Okay, Melanie. And my two grandmas are pretty healthy. They're doing pretty good for 90 years old. So hopefully, I don't know. I just feel like this is so contagious. Bourbon Street is shut down. It's a sad day when the streets. Oh, wow. I know True Helper. You could come on whenever you want if you want, because he's like the man with all kinds of knowledge on this stuff. I don't really know too much, just from my experience, but he knows a lot of stuff. I don't know if is he even in the chat still? Oh, thanks, Brad. I got my tie dyed. I love bright colors. I'm so cozy right now, though. Um. Oh. Oh, really? How do you like? Is that where you're at, West Virginia? I know the jails, man. Wonder if they're wow, once it goes to you would think it would spread really quick in the jail, huh? So wait, is it in like the jails where like Lori is and Chris and Letitia? Is it in those jails? One guy was cured with Ebola vaccine. It was on. Wait, what did you say? Somebody was cured with the Ebola vaccine? Cured with the coronavirus? What? Is that what you're saying? Wait, Heidi, why didn't I? You're in Ohio? Wait a minute. Did I know that? Why do I feel like I didn't even know you were in Ohio? Where at in Ohio? We probably talked about this. My memory sometimes is not very good. So you said Southwest, so let me think where you could be. Like the Dayton area or something, or Cincinnati? Is that where you're at? Dayton area. Oh, you just said Dayton area. Okay. Yeah, how is it there? Is there any cases there? Our governor said what? He thought there was 100,000 cases in Ohio. I don't know how they're figuring that out, but it's kind of scary thought to think that. Wow. Oh, Julie, you have memory. Yeah, I know. I feel like I ask people over and over where they're from, and they probably tell me a million times, and I forget. Yeah, I would cancel your trip, B family, in June. Well, yeah, I guess you could hold off for another month and see what happens, but I don't know. They said what, July before it slows down. Myrtle Beach, Lisa, you have a few cases. So wait, Lisa, did you answer? Are you really gonna go to Vegas? I wouldn't go. I really wouldn't. Can you just? I'm sure they'll give you your money back considering what's going on. Can you get your flight? Or were you gonna drive or fly? Oh, okay, Terry. Is True Helper still in here? I haven't seen him. I sent him. Does anybody want to come on and as a guest and talk about maybe your experience with this or anything? We don't even have to talk about this. I don't care, but I know it seems like a lot. It's on a lot of your guys' minds, and I'm sure it's affecting every country, So if anybody wants to come on, give me your email. You could come on as a guest. Julie Cohen. What do you think of Lori Daybell's oldest son, Lord the Ghostly? Are you talking about Colby? I don't know. I don't really know much about him. He seems all right. I mean, he's mad at his mom, but I guess he did talk to her in jail. There's a thing where, actually, I was gonna put it this video. I still have to edit. I just been busy watching these kids. I have to watch them all day because, like you said, they don't have school. But so I haven't made that video yet. But yeah, he did. He did supposedly talk to her in jail. It said. Let me see, because I don't know if this is. Oh. So he did talk to her, I guess, but she didn't say anything. Oh, so casinos are closed for 30 days, Lisa. Were you planning on going to the casinos? I bet, right? I look like a role. You could just have your voice on, Lisa. That's the thing. You don't need to put it. It's really cool the way StreamYard does it. You could either hide your mic or hide your video. Like, you don't have to put both of them on. You could just put your audio on. But it looks like True Helper's here. I'm going to put him on. True Helper?
Well, hello.
You always, it's like all suspenseful as you're saying, like, well, hello.
I do apologize beforehand. My voice is shot right now. We just had a little prepper class out and about for 2 days, and there was a lot of hollering and yelling, but it was all good. We had a good time, and we learned a lot of things. So,
Okay, well, yeah, let them know. I'm gonna hold on, Sarah. You send me your email, Sarah. Do you want me to? Can you send me your email, or you could email me at? Here, I'm gonna give you my email, and then if you send me an email, hold on. Let me just send it to her real quick. I might have to message with my phone. This is too high up. But no, you could talk, True Helper. Sorry. I am trying to.
well, I think the most important thing right now is everybody should take a deep breath and relax. Okay. A lot of these actions that are being made within the United States are really unprecedented. They really are. I give the coronavirus task force a lot of credit. It's headed up by Mike Pence and a boatload of other scientists, men, women, black, white, Puerto Rican, you name it. It has such a diversity of talent that It's impressive. It's very impressive. And I've been watching and following all the CDC broadcasts. They've been doing at least once a day. Um, but there have been some updates as of recent. It used to be thought that the virus would only last for minutes to hours, if not, directly in a person. But now they found that the virus can last between, I think it was 48 to 72 hours on hard plastic and stainless and uh, other surfaces. But
Wait, what did you just say? How long on that?
from 48 to 72 hours, they're finding.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
wait, no, that's okay. That's what I thought, 3 days, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
2 to 3
Okay.
days.
That's what
But
I
there are
heard the
so
other
many
day.
different
Okay.
ways, as long as you keep a decent sense of self and just stay aware. Be mindful of your environment. Be mindful of where you go. Of course, as of now, many states are closing everything down. I don't.
Yeah.
I was going to say, was that noise on your end? It sounded like somebody.
Yeah, it's when they use the bathroom and flush the toilet because I'm in the
Oh, it's
basement.
okay.
It's like
It's okay. I just didn't know if that was me. I'm like, where is that coming from? But the biggest thing I preach to everybody I come across is to just try to stay calm. Okay. Here's a few facts that people should know. As of last year, and this information can be found through the CDC, there were 35.5 million cases of the seasonal flu. There was 34,200 that passed away, and 136 children that had passed away. This year, I believe, with this new bug, we're still under, I think it was 10 or 14,000 infected as of this morning, but there's going to be a lot that we don't know of because people will just self quarantine and some, may not reach out because obviously that takes making contact with their doctors or, sometimes the CDC has established many different contacts within their website at cdc.gov, which I would employ everybody. Anybody that has any bit of fear or it's nervous right now, information right now can really help calm you down. And I can't impress that upon everybody enough. Please, 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 please. There are thousands of things that you can do to protect yourself, your loved ones, and everybody else around you.
But wait, True Helper, why do I feel like every time I do get more educated on it, I get more paranoid? That's what I'm finding. The more I learn, the more paranoid I get. So I'm like, man, I don't even know if I want to keep learning. Am I like watching and learning the wrong stuff or something? Maybe.
No, we call that the oversaturation effect. Sometimes you do have to limit yourself because there will be days where you'll feel a bit more confident than others because this is still so new. And again, with everything that's been happening around us, it really is unprecedented. When we look back in time to when the H1N1 came into play, I mean, during that administration, I'll say, they didn't really shut things down until over 1 million people were infected and thousands had passed away. Or I think it was up to 1,000 had passed away. And then all of a sudden they shut things down. And that's when most of you may remember it became a big, hot topic on the news finally. But, we've known about this since December, honestly. And when our commander in chief shut things down in January, everybody out then was saying how wrong that was. But now hindsight being 2020, that was probably the best thing that could have been done for our country because it helped stop things. And I also want to let everybody know, or at least those out there that play the blame game first before they take up with getting prepared themselves. um, you know these things will happen. They really will happen. Okay. And not every person that is in a position of power is going to make the right move or the right decision because, again, this is unprecedented. This is what they call a novel virus, which means there are no antibodies right now for it. There is no vaccine. I want to put that out there because I've heard a few different channels that have said, oh, they found this, they've done that, they're already curing people. That is wrong. That is false information. As of the CDC at 0800 hours this morning, or 8 a.m. this morning, there is no known antibodies or vaccines for this virus at this time. However, with the national emergency being declared, that lifted a lot of restrictions and cleared a lot of red tape that a lot of these big pharmaceutical companies would have to go through in order to develop a vaccine. And I believe they've already gone through the first stages where, I believe they're starting to isolate the genetic markers or however it is. And I'm not even going to act like I know anything about that scientific type of stuff, but they are actively, they're doing their jobs, and they're really doing a good job at it as well, because there's been a lot of reports all over the CDC and through the WHO. It shows a lot of these companies that are stepping up. And now we even have reports, and God bless a lot of these big corporations, for all of those out there that are very nervous right now about the lack of supplies and all of that. It's like I've said from day one. It's not really the virus that you have to be so concerned about. It's the panic of the people, because when people are scared, they tend to do very, very crazy and irate things. So please know that the manufacturers right now, a lot of them have doubled their production rates, and the deliveries from Walmart, Target, Aldi, the ShopRites, and Acme's, and all of them have deliveries happening every day. And for most products, they are getting shipments in every week. But yes, you're going to see bare shelves right now. You're going to see people acting crazy. You're going to see people in full body protective gear, and they obviously have this social distance of 6 feet, which, if you think about it, is common sense to a person like me anyway, because not for nothing, but when I go out in public, I'm not wanting to be all up on somebody's grill. Okay. That just doesn't happen. You want to keep a safe distance at all time, because again, like the numbers that I had said earlier, it's so easy to contract any kind of virus, or to get the cold or anything from anybody at any point. And maybe that's the OCD side of me, but my mother was in the medical field, and I grew up watching her and how she would prepare for work every day, and it rubbed off on me. I learned a lot. So I definitely always keep a good sense of self when I go out in public. I really do. It'll be rare. If I don't know somebody, it'll be rare that I shake hands, and not that I'm a total germaphobe, because obviously I do a bunch of stuff out in the field anyway, but it's good to have a set of, just to be very cautious when you're out. It doesn't matter what time of year. Like I said, 35.5 million cases last year alone. But all these.
Oh wow, look, Melanie said they are all sick in their home. Really, Melanie? Oh, I'll pray for you, girl. So they're not. It says, wait, my doctor told us to stay home unless it becomes urgent. But when does it become urgent? I mean,
It becomes urgent when you start having very, very high temperatures, or you're in respiratory distress. If
yeah, but once you do that, then isn't it kind of too late? I mean, don't you want to catch it before it gets to that, though? Then you have to somehow, I mean, isn't that going to be a long process to get to a hospital after that then? Or no? Are you able to get to one right away?
I mean, yes and no, but understand right now, about the only thing that a lot of these hospitals will be able to do with most patients is just to try to stabilize the best that they can, meaning they'll probably run IV solution, or they'll try to make sure that a person gets the best care that they can And there's really, again, there's no vaccine, there's nothing for it. And I'm not saying that they can't help at all, because obviously, again, they'll hook you up with an IV. They'll probably give you some vitamins, minerals, and stuff like that, trying to replenish your system, trying to help build your immune system as well. But right now, and that's why they've been urging anybody with elective surgeries that were scheduled, or anybody that has something they can push off, to please do so, because the hospitals will be overwhelmed right now. They are going to be even short staffed at times, because that's the other issue with this. If one person goes in and they don't let the staff know, and they can't properly prepare to protect themselves against these incoming infected patients, then now they're going to get sick. All the nurse staff is going to get sick. And it really, my hat goes off to each and every one of those in the medical field right now, because this is going to be one of the toughest situations that they've been through.
I
Hands down.
know my nephew's mom is and works in the hospital, so kind of makes me nervous being here. But
But they do
what
have
Melanie?
testing
Wait,
sites.
what?
I was going to say, they do have testing sites now. They are establishing more and more drive-through testing sites every day. And this started
But
when
look
Walmart.
at Melanie though. They're telling her she's saying her husband has 102 fever and shaking and it can't breathe, but they're telling her to stay home until it becomes urgent. I mean, to me that sounds urgent. I don't understand that.
Yeah, it's going to be you're going to have a good understanding about when that the line's going to be crossed. Obviously they can't make you stay at home, but I mean, if you feel that your loved one is in very, very high distress, then yes, absolutely, by all means, make the call. Say, I'm heading in now. I know, obviously we have the virus, and my loved one is in trouble and he needs medical attention immediately. So by all means, nobody is going to tell you absolutely not, don't come. I mean, they can't make you do that. We're not a communist country. Okay. So if you feel that your husband is that bad off, please, by all means, don't hesitate, don't wait, because yes, I mean, a lot of things could come from those types of symptoms. I mean, at least 102 fever, I will say, if it usually gets past 103 to 103.5, and even 104, then now you have to start worrying about a bit of brain damage and things of that nature. But, eh, I mean, what is it? 98.6, I believe, is the typical normal temperature for an average healthy human being. So if you do.
So does your husband, does he have asthma or any kind of like respiratory issue? Because you said he was having trouble of breathing and stuff. So I'm just curious if he has like has something going on with that. Because if he does, I mean, yeah, I would call back and see, I guess. What state are you in? Did you answer what state you're in, Melanie? Because maybe there's certain states that just don't have the capacity right now. Do you think maybe? Well, you think right now they do. They probably will because there hasn't been that many people tested yet, right?
No, but they are going to have a big rush of people coming in, because a lot of people are nervous and worried. But that's why they're establishing these testing areas and these testing sites. But one thing they can do for respiratory distress is to hook them up with oxygen.
Yeah,
So
that's what I
that,
was thinking they probably do, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
so that would help ease the patient. But now you have to take into consideration, and why they're asking people to try to hold off as long as possible, is because now they have that one patient, they have to quarantine them. And then every time the doctors and nurses go in to see said patient, they have to put on all new protective gear, and masks are, they're still hurting for masks right now. But 3M and a lot of these other companies have doubled manufacturing and output. So look, this
Okay.
is an all hands on deck type of situation. And I can say I am very impressed so far personally. And I've been following things since even the start of AIDS. Well, I wouldn't say from the start. I'm not that old, but I've been around the block a few times, and I can say that I'm very impressed by how many manufacturers and how many hospitals and medical staff have really stepped up to the plate here. I really am.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, we're doing. I feel like yeah, we're doing the best we can. Hey, Sarah, I'm gonna send you a link right now. Um, but I just feel like, well, maybe it's because your whole family is sick, you said, maybe that is the best place at home. But then if your husband needs some kind of treatment, then yeah,
Yes.
he should be
And,
able to get something to breathe.
and And the other thing that you can do is just try to take on as many fluids, or make sure that people try to stay hydrated as much as possible. I know when we get sick, we don't feel like eating or drinking or getting out of bed or anything like that. But one of the best things that you can do is still try the very best that you can, and try to get multivitamins into them, and things of that nature. But in a lot of cases too, that's why I've also learned over the years that if you can get the new gummy type of multivitamins and things of that nature, even things like elderberry also help. I mean, that's beautiful. It's a wonderful thing for your immune system. Vitamin C obviously also is. If you can get these things into the person, it will help to sustain their immune system, because remember, at its core, the flu is sort of like a copier. Once it gets inside of the system, it prints out thousands and thousands and thousands of copies of itself. And that's what overwhelms our immune system. So the best thing that we can do is just to try to stay as hydrated as possible, try to eat it, if at all possible, and definitely get as many sources of immune building vitamins in you as possible. Because really, that's what the hospital is going to do anyway. Again, they're going to hook you up with an IV, and they're going to give you intravenous fluids that have vitamins and minerals and immune building agents in it.
So somebody mentioned this, and then Randy just texted me that they did say that Ebola or vaccine is helping people, I guess. And what about, I saw on the news that they were testing for this vaccine or whatever, whatever, like people are volunteering, I don't know
Yes.
if they're paying them or not. They're probably paying them because,
Yes, that's the initial level of what the pharmaceutical companies are doing. So and usually it takes months and months and months for them to get the permits and the licenses and the approvals that they need. So this is definitely it's unprecedented. It is. It's a good thing that they're doing all these things now,
but
because
by the time I feel like it's going to be pretty calmed down by the time that, like a couple months, don't you think?
well, you figure the average time that it takes for pharmaceutical companies to come up with a vaccine from a new novel virus is 1 year. It's a whole year after it's been
And
identified.
then by that time, that we're not going to have the same strand like next time, right?
Well, you're right. You're correct.
So
And
what is the point? If that's, I don't know. To me, then that seems like a waste
well,
of
by
money.
now, this virus has already probably mutated at least a half a dozen to a dozen times. That's the
Yeah.
thing. That's why it's so hard for the scientists and the researchers to isolate and create the vaccines based on a certain
Oh
type of this
wow.
virus. So by the time, that's why I know there has been many of the pharmaceutical companies that have been trying to come up with a universal vaccine, and it is in progress. I can say they're in the process of making it, but it's so hard, because remember, we've only gotten to this point in the past 100 years where we've been able to make these types of vaccines, and with all the technology being as advanced as it is today. So it's definitely something to think about. It really makes me in awe of what some of these scientific researchers have to do in order to get to the point of being able to say, yes, we have a vaccine. That is, oh, I commend them. I know I probably couldn't do it. It takes a lot of book smarts. It takes a lot of research, a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of study,
yeah, vaccine, yeah, heck yeah.
just to get people
Um,
into trials.
no, shucks, full. He says, I guess Lori Vallow was right. The end of the world. I don't think it's even close to the end of the
No,
world.
stop.
Yeah, it's sad. There's going to be a lot of people that die and lie, but I don't think this is the end or anything. I don't even think.
No,
But
no.
I feel like, I don't know. I mean, that could happen though someday, like where a lot worse one comes, where it could take out a lot of people. But I really don't think this is it. What do you think? I don't
No,
know.
this is not the rapture. This is
Oh, busy bee mom, 75. Hey, sorry, I had to say hi to her.
it's okay.
Yeah, I don't think that either. But I mean, I guess I don't know. Just in my opinion, it doesn't seem like this is, I don't know.
Well,
I feel like, do you think the panic is more serious than the actual? Well, I don't know, because it is scary for like older people and people that have what is it called? I don't even, God, I can't even think. But I feel like it seems like they're making it seem like it's a lot worse than it is, maybe. But maybe it is as bad as what they're making it seem like. But what do you think? I just feel like they're. I don't know. I'm just gonna shut up because I really don't know.
Look, your
Hold
thoughts,
on. Okay.
your thoughts and the way that you feel are justified. They really are, because there is always confusion when something new like this starts. Again, from the days of Ebola, then to SARS and MERS, and even staph infections and things like that. When they first learned that they were superbugs, I mean, people get panicked very, very easily when they don't understand something. And that's
Yeah.
just part of being a human being. That's who we are. That's how things go. But, I saw something in the comments there. Doodlebug, I believe, said that she was bleaching everything. It's very, very easy. Again, that's just one preventative measure that
Here I
people can
see
take
her.
just to wipe things down. If you take but a tablespoon of bleach, of household bleach, and mix it with a gallon of cold water, just wash your surfaces with hot soapy water, and then go back along and wipe it down with that mix of the tablespoon of bleach and 1 gallon of cold water, and let it air dry, and you're good to go. That's all you got to
Hey,
do.
Sarah's here. Sarah, hi.
Hello, Sarah.
Hi, can
How
you
Hi.
hear
are
me?
you? Where are you at?
I'm in Florida.
Okay, Florida. How is it in Florida?
Scary?
Is it? What part of Florida are you in?
I'm in Lakeland, Florida, which is between Orlando and Tampa.
Mm.
Okay. Trying to think.
And
Orlando.
so we're a
Okay.
pretty big city. We have, as of yesterday, one case confirmed. And so that's pretty scary.
One case. Okay. Yeah, because it spreads so fast and so it's jeez, it is crazy. That is crazy how fast. I guess it is scary because how fast, and also that you could become you reinfected. That freaks me out. That because are we ever going to be able to stop it if we just keep getting reinfected? Is there a stopping point? How easy is it to be reinfected? To me, that doesn't make sense because you think once you have it, you would build up your the antibodies or whatever to fight it off for when it comes back. You
Well,
know what
that
I'm saying? Isn't that
that
how your
happens.
body works? I don't know. I'm confused.
Right.
Go
And
ahead.
I wasn't aware that you could be reinfected.
Yeah, I saw it on the news. I don't know. Is it true? True Helper. I saw it a few times where doctors came on and said, yeah, there's been people that have been reinfected. So
Yes. Well, in the beginning, they had 14 patients that were out of the Wuhan province that were totally supposedly cured of everything, or they healed and mended and all that, and then they got reinfected. But this happens with the everyday flu as well, and colds for that matter. If you live in an environment that doesn't ever get sanitized in any way, or there's no cleaning going on, the odds are, and you never know how this might cycle out of your home. And if you don't take the steps just to clean up once in a while, then it's
yeah,
very.
but usually it's not till like the next year or at least at like six. I mean, you don't get usually reinfected with the same thing like the same like real soon though. Not in my experience. Usually it's like the next year or the next season.
Well, I mean, it depends, but I mean, if you go to the CDC.gov or you go to the WHO, they will show you the facts and
Yeah,
figures
I guess
out
maybe I
how this,
should
this
go
works, because
check that
it's
out.
happened so many times. I mean, people do get reinfected with things all the time. It just depends on who they're near, how it cycles out, and the issue is that this doesn't even show signs of symptoms from 6 to 14 days. So that's also an issue.
That's also a very scary part of the issue.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, man. So Sarah, how is your city? Is everything closed or what's it like there?
So our schools have been closed since last week. And
Yeah.
then yesterday, our governor announced that because they were supposed to open back up on March 30th, which was after spring break. But yesterday, they announced that they're going to be closed to at least April 15th.
Hmm.
And then they will reassess the situation at that point. All of our bars are closed as of yesterday at 5.
Hmm.
And the restaurants are takeout or curbside pickup, and all of the workers have to be tested for the virus.
Oh,
And
really? Okay.
yes, so they made that announcement yesterday that they would not be doing dine in and that all the staff have to be tested prior to the start of their shift. I guess they're
Okay.
checking for like temperatures, symptoms, things like that. And bars, 5 o'clock yesterday, shut down for 30 days. All nightclubs, 30 days. So a lot of my city is shut down because we have a lot of breweries and like craft beer places. So
Man.
they also closed all of our parks and rec. So anything public is closed because they don't want people taking their kids out, gathering with large groups either. So
So do you have kids?
I do. I have two, and today's day 3. So, and they're in elementary school. So it's going to be a lot different than, because I know they're supposed to like start implementing online schooling, but they're in 2nd and 4th grade. So
Okay.
they're
Huh.
happy. The kids are
Yeah,
happy
I
for
know
sure.
my nephews are so happy. I'm like, it's not a vacation, you guys. But they're 10 and 12, and they're supposedly have a little bit of work online, but it hasn't really been much. They're supposed to check whatever on they each have like laptops, but they keep saying that they haven't been given any work yet. So I don't know if I should make sure they're not lying to me.
Yeah,
Well,
they haven't gotten any work yet
oh,
either. I guess that's going to be closer to like after spring break, like after March 30th when school is supposed to go back in, because they have to get all that ready.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You're right. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
But
Wait,
for me,
True
I'm
Help.
still at work,
Oh,
and
you're at work right now?
I'm at work right now.
Wow.
And
Where do you work? Or if you don't
I
want to say
I
it.
work for a chemical manufacturing company, and
Okay.
so we're pretty sanitized.
So
But
wait,
I
are you gonna
still,
be, you think you'll close at all or no? You think you'll
yeah,
stay?
they're having a meeting about it today, for us to work from home, because basically, as far as the office personnel goes, we can do pretty much everything from home. We'll probably have to shut down manufacturing.
Wow,
But
man.
right now, we're just taking it day by day, watching the press conferences and listening to what the governor is recommending. So
Uh,
I've just been coming to work and then going straight home. I haven't been doing anything else.
man. Well, so you have somebody to watch your kids then and stuff?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I wonder, like, for the people that don't have anybody, what's all these kids doing? I don't understand. I know that Trump got some money, but I mean, that's not enough money for everybody, you know? So I don't know. It just makes me wonder because, well, I guess a lot of places are closed, but like my nephew's parents, I mean, my brother and Melissa, they're still working. So there are probably a lot of families that have kids that, I mean, what are they going to do? I don't know what they're doing. I guess I don't even
Well,
know.
we
Yeah.
definitely weren't prepared for the 2 weeks, and now it's going to be a month. So I don't know what
They're
we're
talking
going to
about the rest
do.
of the year here.
Right. That's
So,
crazy.
well, but if I may, I'd like to reassure everybody that I have plenty of friends within the Teamster unions and all of those types. The truckers are not backing down from this. They are running nonstop, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with shift work, getting the stores the supplies they need from the manufacturers. And that also, I know with the national emergency came $50 billion, but there are two different bills, I believe, passing through the House and Senate right now. One, I believe, is a $1.3 trillion stimulus package that they're pushing through. And they have another revised version that they are getting to add to the stimulus from the national emergency, the original $50 billion. And that is a lot of money. But obviously, most of it needs to be directed towards the medical field, I believe. But I believe they also spoke of allowing most middle class and lower class $1,000. But that, again, I only have heard that in passing on a couple different news stations as I was running around this morning. But there are a lot of things in the works right now, and that should
What
help these people's concerns.
I did see yesterday when the president had his conference
Hmm.
that he did talk about $1,000 for each working American. So I don't know how that's going to play out. I mean, $1,000 really isn't that much if I'm going to have to be out of work for a month.
Yeah, true. But I
Yeah.
mean, at least it's something, though. I can say that.
Right.
Yeah, I guess you're. But like you were talking about the truckers, but is the manufacturers going to be open to make this stuff though, True Helper? I mean, if there's
Well,
nothing to be shipped or
a lot of them.
transported.
A lot of them, yes. And the reason why there's a lot of uncertainty right now is because they're still, and keep this in mind, there are so many thousands of things that the government is having to go through right now. And I'm usually not really on board with a lot of government programs and a lot of what the government says. But I can say right now, they have thousands of different concerns and issues and all kinds of situations they're having to deal with. But one at a time, they are slowly but surely knocking it out of the ballpark. With a good example is the 3M manufacturer that makes a lot of the masks and respirators. They have literally doubled their manufacturing just to try to supply all these hospitals and clinics, and especially the drive-through testing areas. So there's a lot of things happening all at once. The one thing that I would recommend everybody do is just pay attention to when they go live, and they usually have a live meeting at least once a day that I've seen so far.
Wait, what, say that again? What, your last sentence you said, True Helper?
The coronavirus task force usually meets and they broadcast once a day.
Okay.
Yeah,
ABC,
it's been in the
NBC,
afternoon.
all of them have it usually. So, and you can find it all over YouTube as well. There's plenty of the same news media outlets are online as well. So it's very easy to access that information. And again, they give everybody updates at least once a day so far that I've seen. When this first started, it was about once every other day, once every 3 days. But now it's, to the best of my knowledge, it's been every day, at least for the past week that I've known of. So they're addressing all these issues as quickly as humanly possible. And again, that's why I'm so pro information, but I just wish that a lot of them would leave the politics out of it right now, because this is about our people. This is about we the people and people all over the world. We need to come together and unite as one with caring and having compassion for people. Who gives a damn about politics right now? Because I know personally I don't. And I've got every neighbor around me in my community that has come to me asking questions that I've seen legitimate concerns and worries from. And it's the last thing on my mind when we're speaking of it. So
Here, I'm going to bring Shannon on here too, real quick.
sure. And you know what? I'll be right back. I got to let my dogs out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, your dogs. You need to be, True Helper, you need to come on and show them sometime.
Oh,
Okay.
I will too, love.
Yeah, they're so cute. Hey, Shannon, Brassy Rants, what's up?
Hey, girl. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you good. How are you?
Okay. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How are you feeling? Are you all right?
Yeah, I think it's just my regular sinus stuff.
Oh, okay. Is it like a sore throat and you don't have a fever, do you?
No, I don't have a fever or anything. I just got like that sinus pressure that gives you like a headache. Yeah.
Okay, so that's
How you
probably
guys doing?
good. Just
Kids?
chatting about this stupid freaking virus.
I know. I heard.
Yeah, how is it? Somebody was saying in Louisiana they had it's getting bad. Is it bad in where you're at?
Yeah, the numbers are growing. I know that. I don't know the exact number, but I know the numbers are growing. I don't think fatality has grown, but I think the number of cases has grown.
But I think it's
But all
just
the
now
kids are
probably
off.
because people are able to get tested now. Think about before, like nobody was getting tested. So there's probably, we got to catch up with all these people that have it already, probably that aren't,
Yeah.
haven't been able to get tested or anything. So,
Do you guys have any of like drive-through tests? Have you guys seen any of those? I've heard of them, but I don't
they're
know if they're
supposed
really
to
out there
have
or
them, but
not.
I don't know. I mean, I think there's a few around here, but I haven't checked on it. I'm sure. Do you guys have any?
Me?
Sorry, there's a lot of noise down here. Do you guys have drive-throughs there? Can you hear me?
Are you talking?
Yeah,
Who you
I
talking
think
to,
you're
me?
the only one here. I think. Yeah, I'm
I
talking
don't
to
know. I
you.
don't leave my house.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
just curious if anybody else has experienced it or not,
I don't know.
or
Yeah,
if
do you
anybody knows anyone who has the
Yeah,
virus. I don't know anyone who has it.
that's a good question. Has anybody gotten tested first of all, and has anybody went through the drive-through testing? Because I think most of them are the drive-through, aren't they? At least that's
I
what
think so.
I
always
haven't gotten
But
tested, and I haven't seen any here locally
You
having
haven't
any
seen.
drive-through testing at all. I know a lot of my friends on Facebook, a couple of them are sick, and I guess they're following the policy like call your doctor, don't come in. But they were saying they weren't testing anyone under the age of 60.
Oh, really? Even if you have symptoms?
I guess. So
What the
I
heck?
guess if you have like mild symptoms, they're telling you to just monitor your fever and stay home. But one of my really good
Mhm.
friends is really sick, but she called and they told her not to come in. So I think she
Oh
probably
my gosh.
will go in later today, because I would definitely, if I feel like I have this, I'm going to find out. Somebody needs to help me.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
Definitely. I mean, they'll quarantine you, obviously. Maybe I know some people are scared about that, but we gotta save people, and you gotta get treated early and
yeah, isn't that what they're
help pretty much
preaching
everybody
every
around
day on the
you.
news? They're preaching about getting people in, getting them tested if you have symptoms, and then they're turning people away like that. That just doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it.
There are so many, conspiracy theories that I could entertain right now about this whole thing.
Oh yeah, me too.
It's
Me
because we're
too.
not getting answers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear you
Um,
on that.
am I loud? Because I feel like I'm really loud.
No, you're not loud. I'm probably loud. Am I screaming again?
I
I
just
feel
want
like.
to make sure.
Am I loud?
No,
No.
you're fine, but I can't hear Brassy Rants at all.
Really?
Yeah, I can barely hear her. So I was wondering,
Oh, I had to turn my volume
what am
up,
I doing wrong?
but maybe turn it up, but I could hear you guys. But I'm always screaming, so you guys maybe if
Huh.
that's probably why you have to
What
have
do
the
I
volume kind of
do?
turned down. No, I think that we just need to turn the volume up to hear you. Wait, what is going on in the chat? Wait a minute. Something's going on. Hold on a second. I got to see something real quick. I just heard somebody. Hold on. What did that say? Where did it go? I don't know. Oh, somebody already deleted it, I guess. I just thought it was like somebody saying some crap. Okay, never mind. I think they already got it. Anyway, I don't know. Hey, Shannon, what else do you want to talk about? I know you wanted to plan it ahead of time, but you have a lot of good opinions
Oh,
and thoughts on. I don't even know if you want to talk
I'm
about like true crime stuff. I mean, we don't have to. I know
I'm
everybody.
down for some true crime.
Oh, okay.
Get away from this coronavirus.
I know,
Stressing me
that's what
out.
I'm about. I was like, man, I want to stop thinking about it because I get really like bad panic attacks when I think about it. I have to like,
So do I.
yeah,
And I already have extreme anxiety, and it's just
I have no
too
idea what
much
to do
right
with
now.
this thing.
yeah. Wait, Shannon, you can't hear? Shannon, I think she said she had no idea what you were saying because I don't think she
My
could hear us.
connection's really
I
bad.
can't hear her either. Can anyone else hear me?
Wait, can you guys all hear everybody? Oh, hey, maybe's here. Tony, you woke up or you have to sleep? Wait, can you guys hear Brassy Rance and Sarah? Can you guys hear them? I could hear you, but you guys can't
I
hear each
lost
other, and that
signal or
sucks.
something. It's really bad.
What?
It's like my signal is really bad. I could barely
Really?
hear
But
you
I
Maybe
can
guys.
hear
I think
you
somebody
it's
needs
my
perfect.
to
side. Yeah.
But I
go
can
out
hear
and
you
come back
perfect.
in.
That sucks. Well,
Like
Brassy
I could
Rance, real
barely
quick.
hear Sarah.
Did you hear? Have you heard anything on the like Evelyn Boswell? Has anything been going on? Have they gotten any further with that
I
case? That's one thing I haven't
I
been keeping up.
know.
Did you find anything out or no?
I didn't find anything out yesterday. I didn't even look yesterday. I just wasn't feeling well. But
Okay.
I was hoping somebody in chat might know something.
Oh wait, Sarah just left. I was gonna ask
We
her if
lost
she heard
Sarah.
anything. Okay. Wonder why
We
she just
lost
left.
Sarah.
Shoot. Well, anyway, do you guys know what's going on with that case? I don't even know if, yeah, see, Jacqueline said she could hear all you guys. But, wait, Randy, have you guys seen Randy in the chat? Because he's watching, but I don't know, Rand, if you want to come on too, but, True Helper's back in the chat. Okay, earthquake. What? There's an earthquake today? Oh,
Where?
Salt Lake City. Wow. Was it a bad one? I don't even know wait, 5.7. Is that bad? I feel like I'm drawing a blank here.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Judy Barons. I know, Randy. Come on. I left. I'm back, and I can hear her now. Oh, she's saying, oh, there you are. Okay, so she's back. Let's see. She says she could hear you now. Sarah?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
You actually sound a little bit louder now. Can you hear Brassy Rants now?
Yeah, let me exit and then put me back in. I'm gonna move spots.
Okay, you could use the same link.
Okay.
You just come back. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. So, the earthquake, I guess they said the power is out in Salt Lake City. Are you serious? Gosh, that's all we need with all this going on, like stuff like that. Man, this is crazy. So Sarah, do you know what cases have you been following?
The Watts case.
Okay.
And the Evelyn Boswell case.
Okay. So
and
do you
Lori
know
Vallow
any
case?
what Lori Vallow, yeah. Do you know anything new with the Evelyn case going on, or
I haven't heard anything new other than the autopsy reports came back and they're sealed, but they did say that it was definitely her.
Okay. So Angela and William, they're still out on bond. They didn't revoke their bond yet.
I haven't seen anything about that either. And I've been searching for it.
I just heard well, there was just a rumor going on that they might revoke it because why? Now I forget what the reason was. Wow, it's been a while since I've even looked into that case, I feel like. Let's see what we got here. Epicenter, Mexico. So what do you think about the Chris Watts? I mean, I haven't talked about Chris Watts in forever. Wow. I almost forget about that. Were you following that from the beginning or yes, okay. What's some of your
as soon as I heard about it on the news when they were still missing, and I've been hooked on it ever since.
Wow, yeah, man. What is your take on it? Like, what do you think?
I definitely think NK had a big role in it.
Yeah. Like, you think she was there that morning and stuff?
I don't know if she was necessarily there, but I definitely think that they need to be looking at her more. Just nothing adds up with her. And if she wasn't guilty or didn't have something to hide, she wouldn't have deleted everything off of her phone.
Yeah, that does make you wonder why she did that. Man, what about as far as that the whole ponytail thing of her walking out? Do you see that? I mean, do you think that's
your video? I watched some other videos. I get where you show that he came out barefoot one time, boots another time. I think that another video that I watched, it definitely looked like a different person, but I'm not convinced.
Yeah, me either. I'm not either at all. Oh, wait, yeah. Maybe that's a good question. Why? Because I don't even know why. Why did, this is about Lori Vallow. Why did her lawyers quit or whatever happened? Does anybody know that? Did they quit or did she fire him? Or, I mean, it said that they quit, right? But wonder why. And then the one stayed. Does anybody know anything about that? And she got a new judge. I feel like with her karma, I'm hoping this judge is so much worse. I hope she's like really strict. What's her name? Michelle Mallard or whatever. I hope she's just I hope it was a mistake for her to get rid of the other judge. I just have a feeling it was because he lowered the bond. I feel like he was a little bit too easy, so I think she made a mistake. What's that?
She shouldn't have a bond at all.
No, I know she shouldn't. It's not right. Wonder if she's just sitting in jail like, I knew it was the end of the world, thinking that this virus, and she was right. And I don't know. It makes me think that she's thinking that, which I don't
Yeah,
think
me
it's the
too.
end of the world, but that she's thinking that it's for sure because she's already thought that, so yeah, true helper. Wait, you are mysterious and intriguing. I have so many questions. Tennessee Balls Gal. Whoa, true helper, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I didn't know you were back.
I was letting y'all do your thing.
Oh my god. Did you see that comment?
Uh, nope.
That's cute. Oh, you do have like a mysterious voice, or just something about your voice is very.
Yeah, I get
Oh,
that a lot.
jeez.
I do get
Anyway.
that. But, so y'all are talking about Watts, huh? I haven't heard that in a long time. Well,
Yeah, I
Jay,
don't.
Jay is
It's
for
been a
Justice
while.
just had a podcast about that 2 nights ago, I think it was. Very intriguing.
Wait, what did she have?
A podcast about Watts. I can't
Oh, really? What about?
If you give me a sec, I can remind myself.
Okay. Wonder how he's doing. And is that virus in his prison? That's bad, but I don't know. I have no use for him.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has anything.
Oh, Rike. Wait, what was her name? Rike. I know I'm gonna pronounce that wrong. Where did it go?
Oh
What
no,
is her name? Oh, Rike Solenberg said True Helper sounds so sexy.
well,
Gosh, True Helper, you got some.
thank you, but I have to say, because I've actually received an email in the past that got on me a little bit about it, but I am taken. I'm sorry. It's been a long time, but I appreciate it. I do, and I'm flattered. Thank you. No, I'm sorry. I believe I was thinking of Jay had a friend of Lori Value's on her live stream the other night, a day ago. It was quite interesting, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What?
the person's name
Wow.
is Echo, and yeah, it was quite the podcast. I encourage everybody later on to check it out. It was,
Like, is it a current friend, like somebody that's still friends with her, or an old friend?
I believe it was quite current that I know of. It sounded like she
Okay.
had the inside scoop about a lot of things. It was very, very interesting. It was almost a 2-hour podcast, so it
Oh,
had,
wow.
and it was
Huh.
very revealing in many ways.
I'll have to check it out. Yeah. Hey, Carla M says she heard Harvey Weinstein just got moved because a guard at his current prison tested positive for the virus. Wow. Why would they even care? I mean, why do they have to protect him? I mean, I don't
Well,
understand.
unfortunately, there are inmate rights, and there are a lot of activists that try to uphold those rights. So they do try to keep the virus at bay in those types of situations. So, yeah.
But wouldn't they have to move all of the prisoners? Why just him, though? You know what I'm saying? Why would it
Well,
be just,
because
it's not fair. You'd have to move them all. Go ahead.
well,
What?
I mean, I guess unless if he had direct contact with the guard or something, happened.
Oh, I see. I'm looking at it the wrong way. So they're gonna kind of quarantine him because he had. Okay, I was looking at it like they were trying to protect him, but they're trying to protect others from him. Okay,
And
never
they would,
mind. I
and
was
they
looking
would
at it
just
the wrong
come
way.
in. They would just come in and do a deep clean anyway. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all. And no offense, but for all the damage that man has done, I wish he would jump off a very short cliff.
Yeah, he's just disgusts me. Didn't he get like 26 years or something? What I
Yeah,
didn't watch it, but somebody
no, it
told
was
me
no, it
that.
was 20 plus 3, or was that 23 years? I think it was. I just heard a saying online that was 23
What
years.
was his reaction when they told him that? Did they have that filmed, or was it on video, or no?
I'm not sure that it was, but I can tell you it probably wasn't good because he had a lot of his lawyers and people trying to advocate for him, which I thought was disgusting at best because that man is the antithesis of a sexual predator. He is disgusting.
Yeah, but they probably made a lot of money. I'm sure
Oh,
he paid them.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Randy's in the house.
Hey, Ray.
Randy, come on, Sappy, Mark Klein.
Thank you, Jay Gunderson. I love my pooches.
So, True Helper, what cases have you been following?
Honestly, I've been off of YouTube for a few days with all this stuff going on, but I still have my personal cases that I'm researching and investigating myself. So we're still working with a lot of families right now. I have 3 going on actively. As a matter of fact, one will start making rounds here soon. As a matter of fact, actually, she was on
Uh-huh.
Days for Justice. Her name is Roxana Rigel, and
Okay.
her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend went missing a little over a year ago. So
Oh, that's the one you were telling me about. I need to, yeah, is that the one you were telling me about,
yeah,
right? I
yes.
still need to look into that.
Mhm.
Hey, Shannon's back. We got 4
Sorry,
people.
guys.
No, you're all right. Sarah, talk for a minute. See if she could hear you, because she was having trouble hearing Sarah. And
There she is.
Sarah?
Hello. Oh no! I feel like I'm bad luck for the live.
No. She hasn't said anything yet.
That's StreamYard. Sometimes it acts up.
Wonder,
It's
can
my
you
first
hear her,
live,
True
you
Helper?
guys.
Yes,
True Helper, can you hear her pretty good?
yes, I can hear Brassy. I just
Well,
haven't.
Sarah's saying she's talking, but
She might have to exit. She might have to exit and come back in
you
again.
might have to exit and come back
Oh
too, because it
no!
doesn't. Not you, Sarah. Not you, Shannon. Sarah does.
I
It's all
know.
right. Sometimes this
I
happens.
know. I feel bad.
Yeah, it's
No, it's not your fault.
so,
Anyway, so um
Nobody's gonna want me back on.
oh, stop.
no. So what else? What do you guys
What are
want
y'all
to talk
talking
about?
about?
I don't know. We were talking. What were we just talking about? Oh my gosh, my memory. True
Oh,
Helper, what were we just talking about?
oh, well, we were talking about working on missing person cases, but Robbie from the ABQ actually had a question about how is the U.S. mail throughout the country. As far as I know, as of this morning, everything was still running at regular schedules. They haven't really reported many in the way that have been infected yet, but I'm sure that there may be some limitation and cutbacks. I've seen my local driver. It looks like he's has a pair of gloves on now and a mask.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
'cause,
that's good.
yeah,
Do you think they'll stop it like
I mean,
permanently for a while
they
or
might.
no?
They might. I mean, who knows? Again, this is an ever evolving situation, so they may, shut things down just to give it. Even if they shut it down for 3 days, again, there's
Yeah, 3 days. No, I mean like for like a month, and they wouldn't do it for like
no,
long
no, they
periods.
wouldn't shut down the postal service for that long. Nope. No, they wouldn't, because it doesn't live on cardboard and paper products like it
Oh, I
does.
thought it did.
So, no, on cardboard, they found that some of the new research shows that it only lives for up to 24 hours on paper and cardboard and things of that nature. It's on hard surfaces that they've found that it lives for up to 3 days. And
But
that
wait,
was
how long on cardboard though? You said. What
yeah,
did you
but
say?
it only lives about 24 hours on cardboard because it doesn't, for whatever reason. And again, I'm not a scientist, so I don't know all the ins and outs about it. But again, that was the new research that has come out from multiple sources.
Oh wait, Sweet Crazy says they just had an earthquake in Utah. She's there. We're supposed to have a big one within the next 30 to 120 minutes. Oh my gosh, shoot. Are you serious? How was the first one? Was it really bad? But I know you said there's going to be a worse one. Oh my gosh. Gosh, I'm sorry. I'll pray for you. For real. That's crazy.
Mm.
Let me know, how is the first one really bad? Hey, Kathy Drew. Have you guys ever been like lived through like a big hey Sarah, talk. Let's see if we could hear you. Hello? I don't hear her.
Hola, mi amiga.
Have you guys ever lived through an earthquake? Brassy Ranch, you lived in California, right?
Yeah, I did. I was
How, like,
there for the
how
Loma Prieta earthquake.
was
That's
it?
that's Earthquake Central there in Cali. But when
Yeah.
I just looked up, it was a 3.6 magnitude, 4 miles from Magna, Utah. That was 10:57 a.m. as per the USGS.
And then the second, well, is that bad? Why can't I think of how bad that is? A 3 point what you said?
It says the initial was 3.6, and then there was a
3.6. Okay.
2.6, a 2.7, and Yeah, one thing to know about that kind of thing, unless if you are in actual talks with a USGS person or rep around your area, these plates and these fault lines act very differently at times. So if just because you had an earthquake like that doesn't mean that the big one is around the corner. Now, if you're on one of those types of plates where one tucks underneath the other, then yeah, like what happened with Fukushima and all that stuff, that was a heckified deal. But typically, a lot of the faults that run through the United States really aren't major. I mean, well, they obviously all of them have the possibility of giving you the big one, like in California, and then what's the San Andreas, and then there's the other one that goes up the I believe the East Coast. They had a pretty devastating one about 100 years ago or something like that. But I follow a guy named Dutch Sense online. Many people might know of him. He's a big time earthquake follower. He's very, very, very intellectual. Sweet Crazy. I'm looking on the USGS website, and they are the ones that take in all those things. So I don't know where you're hearing a 5.6 from, but that's what I.
Did you read her experience? She said, it woke me up out of a dead sleep, and I have a huge, heavy bed, and it felt like I was going in circles. I woke up screaming because I thought someone was in my house shaking my bed.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh!
Oh wow,
Well,
that's scary.
The one that happened in Virginia just 4 or 5 years ago that actually had damaged the National Monument in Washington and all that stuff. That was only a 4.8 or something like that. But I know with every point that it gets higher, I believe it's a factor of 10 that it increases. So yeah, it can be a very scary thing. I remember that day because I was on a job site, and I remember everything was just rattling all over the place. It was odd feeling.
Cali
Did you
girl
guys
says,
hear of? Did you guys hear of the Loma Prieta quake, the collapse of the Bay Bridge? I was there for that one.
Wow.
So where were
In
you
the
at when
Bay
it
Area.
happened? Were you at home, or what
Well,
were
I was
you
a little
doing?
girl.
Oh, okay.
I think that was in '89.
Mm.
And I just remember running up my 2 little steps and seeing my mom and dad on the other side of the room. It took forever to get to them. The house was moving, and all the aftershocks all night. We lost electricity. It was scary.
Man,
Very scary.
I bet. How old were you? You were real little, or
Well, that was in '89. So
what? You were probably
what am
like
I now
8
again?
or something.
37.
You're probably like
I was
8,
in
right?
second grade.
Wow, that had to be scary. Yeah, I can't even imagine.
That
Man,
scared us, though. That was real scary.
I bet.
I'm
Wow.
sorry. I wish if I can, I'd like to update myself. Now there's the new report. I'm just saying now, CNN, ABC, all them, they're reporting the same thing, the 5.7. And now the USGS is also reporting a 5.7 happened just after 9 a.m. And that was 2 hours ago. So I don't know why the USGS has that. If you Googled earthquake in Utah, it comes up, and at the very top it shows the USGS.gov, and they got a header up there for some reason. Oh, you know what? I think that was the one at 10:57. That's what they're saying. So the one for I got you. The initial one was the bigger. So what
So
you're probably getting
the
is,
second one hasn't came yet, right?
well, no, it's saying that the first one was 5.7,
The
and that was,
first one was. Oh,
mhm,
shoot.
yep,
Okay.
and that was just after 9 a.m. And then they're saying now that one at 10:57 was a 3.6. So it sounds like the biggest one has happened, and now you're getting the aftershocks.
Oh, okay. I
And that's
see. I
usually how
see.
that
Yeah,
goes.
the aftershocks.
Yeah, so you'll have
Maybe just
probably a
as
few
bad.
more.
Did you have a lot of damage to your house, Brassy Ranch? When you had your earthquake, was there a lot of damage? Do you remember? Or I know
To
you were
our
young.
house,
Yeah.
yeah, we had a lot of cracks and stuff like that. But I think like the most tragic thing that happened was because we had that double-decker Bay Bridge, and it collapsed, and it was like what 5 o'clock. It was rush hour traffic.
Yeah, I remember
So the
seeing that.
top
Can y'all hear me?
fell on underneath.
Yeah, we can
That
hear
was
you,
tragic.
Sarah.
That was really tragic.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I
Brassy,
had to
can
turn
you
my
hear her
phone
now?
off and back on.
What's that?
I had to turn my phone off and back on.
Okay, cool. That was weird. But 2 times we couldn't hear, huh? Shannon, can you hear her now? Oh, well, now Shannon disappeared. I
No, I'm
don't know.
here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Oh,
Can you hear
okay.
me?
It's cutting out. It's like the more people in the. I don't know if this makes a difference. Someone help me. I don't have
Okay.
earbuds in or anything.
Are you on
And
Wi-Fi? If you're on Wi-Fi,
the more people
sometimes
in the they're talking, my phone just skips. I can't hear anybody.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know. I wasn't. Huh. Well, you
Should
can't
I
even
get
hear me.
earbuds in or what?
Yeah, try that. We're skipping. You're saying?
Oh no.
Oh, jeez.
I can hear her.
And I
Dark
wanted to
line.
talk to Sarah. Because I
She can hear
Sarah
you.
a lot. I wanted to say hi to her.
Hi.
She said hi. Okay. Hi, Dark Lies, Sweet Fries.
This is terrible.
Hey, Cali Girl just said, is True Helper single? No, he's taken. He's been married for a while, right, True Helper?
yeah, it's been a while.
Let's see, I'm gonna look at the chat and see what else we got. Earthquakes are better than tornadoes and hurricanes, Judy says. Sweet crazy. Oh, I feel bad. She's all freaking out, which is understandable. I know. Are
Sweet
you
crazy.
alone? What's
Sweet
that,
Oh my
Kelly?
crazy.
goodness.
If I might say, usually the way that most earthquakes works is that you'll get the biggest one first, typically. I mean, sometimes you'll get, like if you live around volcanoes or whatever, you'll get small ones leading to a big one. But typically you'll get a big one first and then you'll get aftershocks. And it looks like, from what I'm seeing here, having followed people like Dutch Sense and a bunch of the other ones and the USGS, that typically, especially within the United States, will get a big one, and then you'll get the smaller aftershocks. And it's typically the same around the world. But I mean, unless if you know somebody that has information that we don't or that I haven't seen online, I mean, things could change. But it sounds like that there's already been multiple aftershocks. But it sounds like the biggest of them are done. I mean, a 5.7 that's a pretty significant quake. And I think the one was it, I want to say in Virginia, maybe years ago. Does anybody remember that one just like 5 years ago that it damaged the National Monument and
Yeah,
all?
I think somebody said that in chat, I feel like.
Well, that's the one that I'm speaking of. And then we had multiple aftershocks, which really were very inconsequential. But typically now you're just going to feel the aftershocks. So I wouldn't be too nervous or worried. But I mean, if you are, you could always call your local municipality and they'll further advise you as to what's going on or if you have any concerns.
Here, let me ask, maybe who do you want me to send a link to? I don't know who that is. All right, I mean, I don't see CDC. What do you mean? CDC girl?
Hello, Doc.
I don't know who that is. Okay. Wait, let me see. Okay, so I sent Randy. Randy's gonna come on too, guys.
Yay!
I just sent him a link. Rand, you gotta come now. I just sent you a link. But I don't know. Wait, who said? Oh, you got a fan, Randy.
That was True Helper, not me.
I can't remember.
Oh, I thought that was you, True Helper.
Yeah.
What the? Oh my God!
It was from
Wow.
a movie or maybe a park. I don't know. I've seen so many things.
That is too funny.
Plus, don't pay too much attention to me. Lord knows I don't pay attention to myself.
Oh, you mean? I thought I'm talking. Wow, I thought you were talking about a person, maybe to send them a link to be on as a guest. Now I feel like an idiot. That's how slow or silly I am sometimes. Okay, so yeah, I understand now. I just caught it. But True Helper, he knows a lot. She's been following up. So you know people or something. True Helper, you said that from. Like people from everywhere.
Well,
How do you have all these connections?
my job has taken me all over the place, and I've also been very active in a lot of different areas of life. I guess you could say. But I've been following people. I like online Dutch Sense. He's one that I've learned a lot about the USGS and how earthquakes work and things of that nature. And that kind of stuff has always fascinated me. Anything with how our country works, with how our earth works, Mother Gaia, as most would say. I'm a part of so many different channels, and I've always been very curious. Even from being a young kid, I was one of them that I had a rock collection, and I did all the reading of every book that I could find and talking to people. I just enjoy it. I enjoy a lot of it. And I feel also that knowledge is power, and to have knowledge always calms me down. And with that being said, if I could say real quick, because I've still seen some comments that, have some concern or whatever else. But for anybody that's worried, if you wonder where I get some of the information that I do, where I get that from, I go to places like cdc.gov, the WHO, a place called, or a website called Elsevier. It's spelled Elsevier. Worldmeters.info is another very good one for numbers on anything concerning this virus. And then, of course, within my own state, I go to every state usually has a .gov of some kind. And in mine, obviously, it's pa.gov. But the Mayo Clinic is another fantastic resource for information. So just get as educated as humanly possible concerning everything that's going on right now. And the more that you watch these CDC presentations that are on the TV, and even you can find it here on YouTube, that, they happen at least once a day, and you see the task force up there giving us all the details and facts about what's going on and how they're preparing and what they're doing with businesses and how they're trying to support our communities. That's my best piece of advice I can give to everybody.
No, thank you, because you're very informative on this stuff. So thanks for.
I try to be.
Oh, you are. Definitely. I feel like it was just making me paranoid learning about it, but maybe, like you said, I'm just I'm not looking at the right places for my information.
And you're fine, Tiff. That's a very, very normal reaction to what's going on, especially for us parents or any parent out there. For anybody with elders in your family, I can understand how this is very, very alarming and unsettling. And it does make you nervous, and it makes you want to go out and do the panic buying or the panic research, or the panic calling. But just remember, we have been through very similar situations before in the past with the MERS, the SARS, the H1N1. It's just a lot of people tend to forget about it with everyday life happening, and we all have our responsibilities, which tends to distract us from these things that happen every day. But we will get through this. Everything being shut down is all preventative maintenance as of right now.
I feel like nobody has forgotten all of that. They're just making this so much more, and that's why everybody's freaking out.
Yes. Well, I find it's a fine balance between the two. You have one group that has and a lot of people are much younger nowadays that are getting involved in these situations. So the panic level increases that much more. But the more they know, I found the less they worry. For example, we started a little mini training deal just a few days ago, and by the end of it, we had about 80 people that were scared to death. And by the time people left, we had about 70 that were confident in being able to take on the weight of the world. And they had a whole new list of things they can do to help themselves.
So do you think that they're going to it's going to come to the point where they shut everything down and we're not allowed to leave our house?
That would be total quarantine, and I doubt. I've also seen a lot of these conspiracy theories that they're going to enact martial law.
Yeah, martial law.
I highly doubt that. I mean, is it a possibility? Sure. At this point, anything is, but I highly doubt it. Only given the fact that they have taken these steps already to close businesses and schools and other parts of the country down. So I think they're just trying to stay ahead of this as much as humanly possible. And that's why when the president shut down the borders or the incoming flights from China back in January, I found it funny that everybody was criticizing then, but now all of a sudden, oh, it wasn't soon enough. Well, again, it's one of those darn if you do, darn if you don't type of moments. In either way, I think that a lot of people are reacting to what's happening all around them because this is obviously new to everybody. It's new to me. None of us have lived through this total shutdown of everything all around us all the time. I mean, the worst we've been through is, maybe after 9/11 or, even when, say, the schools get snowed out and, the kids are home for a week. This is all very new. So, of course, people are going to be nervous and worried and concerned. And I get that. And I'm not discounting that in any way, shape, or form. However, while you're at home, while you're with your loved ones, the best thing most can do is just take stock of what you have, what you're ready to take on, and most importantly, do the research. Look into all these websites that I gave out earlier, because again, the more you learn, I promise you, the less, in many cases, not all cases, there are some that may still get worried, but most will start to feel a little bit eased by knowing some of these new bits of information that come in and how they can protect themselves. And I stand by that.
So Tracy says, our borders are closed. I live in France near German border. You can just pass it if you work over there. Okay, Tracy Lynn. How is it in France? Is everything like closed? Or you said your borders are closed, but are schools shut down and stuff too, Tracy? True, I didn't even ask where you're at. How is it? Did you say?
Oh, around me?
Yeah, is all your schools shut? I mean, I think the whole country, all the schools are shut, aren't they?
Yes, all of our school systems right now are shut down. Our governor had issued a state of emergency and put these protective measures in place to keep kids at home. And they also, I believe, within Philadelphia, they closed all non-essential businesses down as of 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. last night. I'm not sure, but there's still, a decent amount. Like your grocery stores are still open, your pharmacies are still open. The minute clinics, I think, and a bunch of those are still open, so people can still get supplies. They can still do what they need to do. The banks, I believe, still have.
Yeah, the banks are still open. I know that because my brother, well, at least here they are. But I feel like if they close the banks, then people are really going to start panicking and they're going to want to take their money out. They're just going to freak out when, I don't know, I just have a feeling. Even though you have ATMs and stuff, but.
Tiff, one second, love. Judy Barnes, what do you mean that I'm not telling the truth? Check my facts. What are we talking about here? What do you want to know? What do you need to know? Because there are things, obviously, I'm not the end all be all, and I don't claim to know the truth. But if you're going to try to call me out that I'm not telling the truth, please tell me what I might be misunderstanding or might not have. And let me tell you, I learn from everybody. And yes, I am wrong at times, but I can only repeat what I've said or what I've said, what I've seen online and directly through the CDC, the WHO, and all the other websites that I've told you about. So please, by all means, tell me what it is that I'm not telling the truth about, and I will obviously adjust what I'm or modify what I'm saying. I'll correct what I'm saying.
Let's see. Did she respond? Maybe it was a autocorrect thing, and she meant to say you are. You know how that happens sometimes, where the word, just one little word can change the whole meaning of it.
Oh, I see. Never mind. Judy Barons, because I know the truth from programmed government is evil elites. Okay, you can go take that conspiracy elsewhere there, love, because right now we have concerned people. And as I said from the start, let's leave the politics and all the typical crap where it belongs. And that's obviously often away from a platform like this, because right now we're trying to help people. We are trying to give people confidence. We're not here for the doom poon, as some say, and the conspiracy theories and all that stuff. So you can take your old evil elites and all that kind of crap. And believe me, love, I know a bunch about that too. I follow so many websites that follow all this dastardly evil things that the governments around the world do, and the genocide and all that stuff. So we're not here for that right now, okay? And so what if we want to watch the CDC and the WHO and all that? That's what we choose to do. Okay, because so far they haven't given me a reason as of today about all the information they've put out not to believe and not to know what they're telling us the truth. Because also, and here's where I personally, how I do things, I vet all the information that comes into me. I know doctors, I know nurses, I know lawyers, I know scientific researchers, I know people that work for different pharmaceutical companies, and all these people I have a daily contact with, and they tell me facts that thus support the things that I watch and the sources that I swear by, or at least that I will promote. So do you get it? Does that make sense? I hope so, because I'm not talking much more about that. And frankly, you're going to piss me off.
Well, hold
She
on.
just
Well,
keeps
Randy, say
writing
hi.
things
Go
and then
ahead.
deleting them.
Wait, what happened? I don't know. Why am I confused? What, like, did you say she knows people? Randy, hey, look at the picture. That's me and Randy from a festival. Oh my God. I used to look.
Ah, that looks awesome.
Wow. When did you change your picture, Randy? All right. Are you here, Rand? Okay. Sarah, what were you saying though?
I was saying that she keeps making comments in the comment section and then deleting them.
Maybe can we get rid of that person, please? Because we don't want any kind of.
Well, but wait. What do you mean get rid of her? Not like I like Judy though. What do you mean by get rid of her though?
Well,
I don't know what that means. I don't know. Like, I'm not a mod, so what does that
conversation.
mean? Because I'm kind of confused. What, like, did she say she knew somebody in the government? Is that what she was saying? I don't know what. Because are you sure we're not taking something the wrong way?
No, she was just writing that she knows the truth and she's tired of this world and she's got to go. But then it's deleted.
Yeah, okay. That's what I'm saying. It's one bad apple like that will ruin the bunch, and that's why I'm saying all of us here so far, I've seen 99.9% of the people being lovey-dovey, good, supportive, wholesome, and everything you can say. And you come here and bring that kind of doom and gloom and all this evil elite crap. Now's not the time. All right? How's that? Now's not the time. I've dealt with people like you before. And look, you might be a good person on your own and all that. But right now, this conversation isn't about trying to push all this evil elite NWO end of days doom gloom crap. Doesn't work that way. That's why I was saying, yeah, I believe it's time for that person to go.
Well, normally, I mean, I do like Judy though. That's why I'm a little confused because she's been here for a while. So I don't know. Maybe we could.
Well, she's going to call me out and say I'm not telling the truth. That's what I'm saying. I'm still waiting.
Well, no, I know. That's why I was kind of confused what she was saying because I guess I miss a lot in chat, but I'll just talk to her on the side and see maybe what she meant. Did she say she knew somebody though? That's what I was confused. Did she say I know somebody from the government or no?
Tiff,
why do I keep thinking I'm reading that and we're misunderstanding her though? But I don't know.
They've watched one too many documentaries about the NWO and all the end of days type of stuff, and that's what happens sometimes with that type of belief or understanding. And I get it. I do. But
Blue Eyes, no, usually there's not trouble. Usually there's not drama at all on this channel. I feel bad. I think this is his first time and he's like, I can't go to a channel without drama, but normally there really isn't here. So just stick around, you'll see. Hey Randy, say hi so we can see if you can you say hi? Are you here?
Randy.
Hello everybody. How's everyone doing today?
Why were you not saying hi? Hello? Randy.
Am I not on?
Yeah, but
I can hear you.
Yeah, I just wanted to what's up? What do you feel about all this? I haven't got to really talk to you too much. I'm just trying to okay, I don't know. I guess you can't hear us. Okay. Well, are you there? Why? I mean, we know we could hear him because he's talking, so I don't understand what's going on, huh? Oh, I disappeared. What happened? I don't know. We heard you though for a minute. Hey, Paula K. Yeah, sorry, True Helper. I don't even know what's going on. I just know normally she's fine. That's why I feel like, oh, what if we misunderstood her? Because normally I like Judy a lot, so I don't know. But let's just move on, I guess. That's I guess maybe some people are just freaking out, which is understandable. I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of conspiracy theory stuff going on about it, but
my point is this: why bring something like that here to where you know that all of us are trying to trade facts and resource information that we know for a fact is true, and maybe there are some parts of it that could be possibly off, but right now is not the time to talk about the government elites and all that. Granted, yes, I can actually say that I agree with Judy about that kind of thing. Look, I know for years our country has been taken advantage of by people all over the world, including from our own domestic threats here at home. And I get that. I understand that. But again, that is not the message or what we are trying to do here today with this podcast. That's all I'm saying. It really is. So, you want to hang around and be quiet, be cool, and be like everybody else is, calling each other a sweetheart, supporting each other and all that. Hello, Amy, by the way. But that's fine. Other than that, let's just go and say we did. Hey, Randy, there you are.
There you are. Randy, you say one word and then it's gone. Hey, talk.
Does that not bring back memories?
What do you mean?
Shit, just a while ago. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm talking.
Yes. Oh, you can't hear us.
You can't hear us?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. I could hear all. Yeah, we could.
Hey, Randy, leave and come back in if you can hear me. See, that's what it is. He might not be able to hear us.
Randy, can you hear us? That's so weird because you would think no one could. Yeah, we could hear you, Randy. Hold on, let me. It's weird. You think somebody mentioned because everybody's home, the internet might be slow because everybody's on the internet. I don't know.
That's true. I think you're right.
Wait, Scott B here? Somebody said hi to Scott B. Where are you, Scott B? I didn't even see you. Did you just get here? I was trying to find your message to tell you I was going live. Those messages, the one message thread disappeared. Well, no, not the whole thread, but your message disappeared on it. Because I was going to message you on the one I knew for sure that you responded to, but your message is gone, Scott. I don't know where it went. I wanted to tell you.
Tiff?
Yeah.
If I can make another recommendation to people, personally, from what I've seen around my area, and I've gotten reports all up and down the eastern seaboard right now, is that a lot of the Home Depots, a lot of the Lowe's, a lot of
you hearing me now?
Are having the toilet paper, paper towels, hand sanitizer, and hand soap. So it's a gem that a lot of people don't know about or
can you see the avatar?
Take a look at. Hey,
wow, he must not be able to hear us. You can't hear us, huh?
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, because he was talking. You could tell he can't hear us. Shoot. But yeah, that's a good thing, True Helper. But how long do you think is before people are going to catch on to that? Wait, hi, NRPs.
Yeah, they very well may catch on pretty quick. But however, just this morning, I can say for a fact, this morning also Aldi, a grocery store chain that's around us, I saw had paper towels and toilet paper, and they're closing early, and then they restock. Now they're opening up at 9 a.m. like most stores, but there are good resources. You should know that the earlier you get there, the better your odds are on getting these things. But when I had stopped by the Aldi when they opened at 9 a.m. this morning, they too had both toilet paper and paper towels. Now, they probably don't anymore, but the good part that from them closing down at 7 p.m. is that they're able to restock and they can get it back out for the people so that, they're not you're putting it all out at once. I mean, I think they're putting out a pallet at a time, but a lot of the big box stores too, Sam's Club.
They are out aren't they out? Like everybody's talking about how Sam's Club is out. I feel like
probably. I was going to say those are like the first ones that people usually try because they're trying to stack up as much as possible. But I do know that a lot of them have put a 2-item limit on those bigger box stores now. And the same thing they've done with hand soaps and sanitizers in most of the grocery stores, or at least around my area, I should say.
Some stores I see it says four bottle limit. I'm like, why did it should be more like 2 bottles because 4 is a little bit too much, you know?
Yeah, it's 2 around our area.
Hey, Amy, have to go get your roots done before hairdresser is closed. Oh, I know my mom works at a hair salon and they're about to close
Yeah,
because it's like a lot of older people where she goes, and so they're not, you know, the older people shouldn't be going out. Oh, well, let's try to see if Randy will come back in again. Okay, Rand, can you hear us? Randy? He's not. He obviously can't hear us. Randy, what the heck? That's so weird.
If
Can
he's
you?
on his phone
Yeah.
and not on the computer, I had to turn my phone completely off and come back in because every time you'd add me back, y'all couldn't hear me.
Oh, that's right, Rand.
And or make sure all your apps are closed down too. If you have any current app open, I heard that affects StreamYard as well.
Let me message him. Off phone and restart.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Nope.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, you can't hear us.
Oh, you'll get that message.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this?
Hello, I'm talking.
We can hear
You
you.
hear us?
Can you hear us? Let me text him.
He can't hear us.
Hey Tiff, by the way, I'm digging that tie-dye shirt you got off. It's
Thanks.
the blast fast.
I love
Tie-dye's making a comeback.
Yeah,
I saw somebody in corduroys the other day, for crying out loud. I remember those.
Okay, that's taking it a little too far.
Yeah, I know, especially the saddle boot ones. Yeah, no thanks. I don't think so.
Mhm. Okay, I texted him. Maybe we'll see. Randy, I had a mess. Oh, let me text him the message about turning off his phone. I put it in the messages, but he might not see it.
Oh, BZ Mama, I am in Pennsylvania. I'm near Philadelphia. I'm a little ways away from Philadelphia, but I'm kind of centrally located to, Berks, Bucks, Allegheny, the whole 9 yards.
Oh, wow. Tina just said that she heard the sanitizers do not work on this new strain. Has anybody ever heard that? Wow, I never heard that. Shoot, I heard like any like alcohol-based stuff. Doesn't work? I don't know. I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm going to use it because that'll just, to think that we don't have any protection, I can't even think that.
Another little tip I can give people, or at least I'm not sure how far Harbor Freight, the company Harbor Freight, is up and down the Eastern Seaboard. I don't know if they're across the country or not, but they sell packs of gloves by 50 and 100 counts for like $8. And to me, it's just worth it when you go out right now. If you just put on a pair of gloves, especially if you're going to go grab a shopping cart or something like that.
Exactly.
I would definitely just put gloves on, and then when you're done, you just take your gloves off, and you're good to go.
Man, I should have bought a pair there. I was in Rite Aid, and they had a bunch of boxes. I should have got a pair or a box. I didn't even think about it. I thought about it, but then I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna get them. But I should, huh?
And
Yeah.
with this new research showing that it obviously lives 48 to 72 hours on hard surfaces and stuff like that, the one thing that people can do, one of the best techniques that you can possibly do, is try not to touch your face. Try not to rub your eyes, rub it at your nose, or anything like that. Because we have a tendency, it's almost like a nervous tick. But if you, feeling that way or whatnot, just use like the back of your wrist or something like that to scratch an area that you might try to go at with your fingers or whatnot. Just try to keep your hands away from your face as much as humanly possible. That'd be another good, it's a good piece of advice.
Lisa said, last time I wore corduroys, a dog hiked his leg on my leg and started peeing. Oh my gosh. Corduroys, wonder why. Randy.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you could hear us?
Oh, I could hear you in the beginning. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
We could hear you the whole time.
Are you no, you couldn't because I was on and I was talking and then but it wasn't showing.
It was a delay. Remember last time you were talking about a delay? It was probably a delay where by the time we answered, you had already said it probably like 15 seconds before, maybe. I don't know.
No, that was like a 5-minute delay. Seriously.
But we were all saying we hear you.
Yeah, I was logged out of the system, the whole 9 yards, and I was still showing that I was on. And I wasn't. It was weird.
I don't know. That's weird, huh?
But I'm here now, guys. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
What's up?
Hey.
Are you feeling okay?
I'm okay. I'm doing fine. I just been busy with my toilet paper suit.
What?
Oh yeah. I'm boiling all the toilet paper I'm buying so I can have soup later on in the month.
Oh, do you have toilet paper though?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
I don't know.
Goodness.
Some people are out, but
if not, can't you go over to your restaurant there, Tiff, and raid the supplies a little bit? Don't you have a public restroom at the pizza shop?
No longer.
Well,
what do you mean no longer?
No, we can't let people come in.
Oh, okay.
I was
saying we
saying
have to keep sanitation.
So you're still going to be open, Rand? For how long?
Well, until we're deemed to close. But no, we are. Any restaurants right now, if they have a dine-in area, you can't do it, of course. But ours, what we're doing is we're just limiting. We're not letting people come into the lobby and wait. They're coming in, getting their food, and they're leaving. And for the biggest part, it's working out pretty good.
So they just sit outside, or what do they do?
They come in, they check to see if their food's ready. They pay for it immediately. We sanitize. They're out the door, and the next one comes in.
You got to protect yourself, Randy, because Randy, you got all kinds of lung things going on, like asthma, and you just got to be careful. So just.
Well, I think what bothers me the most is not having a spleen. So that's the biggest
that
thing.
too. Oh my gosh, shoot, Rand, you got to be careful out there. I think maybe you should just not work right now.
Oh well, that's not going to happen. That's not happening. No.
Is your daughter working right now, or your kids? But Michelle.
Yep.
Where does she work?
She's up in Green at a facility up there. I'd rather not give the name. But they are open right now too. So
is it like public or like a factory or like?
It's public. It's with the handicapped and the elderly. But they're still open as well. They're doing a good job here. I mean, this stuff is taking everybody, setting everybody back a little bit. It's throwing a lot of concern, and rightly so. But for the biggest part, guys, we're going to make it through this. There's no doubt about it. God willing. Let's stay patient, stay vigilant, stay clean. That's all I can say. And I'm praying for every one of you guys. I definitely am.
Oh, sorry, I was reading. Go ahead.
What about you, Tiff? How you feeling?
Oh, good. Just I feel pretty good. I don't know. It's just getting up at 5 every morning to watch these guys. It's just it's a lot because before I got to go home after I took them to school, and now I have to stay all day. So it's just.
Hey, Tiff.
Yeah.
Just a quick heads up for everybody. The coronavirus task force is on live right now. I just saw it on Fox.
Really?
The president. Yes, they do this about the same time every day. So
I'm gonna tune in.
Well, hey guys, maybe I'll end this here because I'm gonna come on again tonight. I think.
Beautiful. I was gonna say because I got to go, and I've actually got a couple
so maybe
outside too. So.
Yeah, so maybe if you guys all want to go and watch that live, I should probably go check on the boys and maybe get them some lunch and stuff. But I do want to come back tonight if you guys, aren't busy and you want to do a live tonight, you want to stop by. I'm not sure.
I'm down.
Okay, cool.
Me too.
Yay.
Bye,
And just
Sarah.
one
Take
last thing
care.
too, Randy. I couldn't agree with you more, brother. Just everybody needs to take a deep breath and just know that this, I promise you, I promise everybody, in
It
due
shall
time,
pass.
this will pass. This will
It
pass.
shall pass.
Yep.
All
All
right.
right.
Rand,
Okay.
I know
Right
I'm
up
not
you
trying
guys.
to, like, I know you
Yeah.
just
Okay.
came on. I feel bad leaving, but you're going to come on
That's okay.
tonight too, Rand.
I'll try. Okay. Everybody take care. God bless you guys. And
Yeah,
we'll see you soon.
Hey,
yeah,
you
stay
too.
safe, buddy. Thank you guys for coming, and hopefully I'll talk to you guys tonight.
All right.
All
Thank you,
right,
Sid.
awesome.
Thank you,
Bye,
Steph.
guys.
Yeah, thanks, Sarah
Bye.
and Brassy Rants and True Helper and Randy and all my mods, maybe, and what other mods were here today. Just thank you for. Oh, Penny J is here. Shoo! I didn't know you were here. Cool. Hi. Were you here long? She might come on later tonight too, right? Okay, guys.
Okay. See you guys later.
All right. Bye, Randy. Thanks.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye,
Sarah.
Sarah.
Thank
Take care.
you. All right, guys. Bye. Be safe. Talk to you later.